So somebody told me that I should do a sort of how-to or a behind the scenes of how I made my last song, or my latest release, which is "It Must Have Been Love" by Roxette. Why did I choose Roxette? It must have been love. Good question. Why did I do it? Okay, I was at this like dating event, and it was like this. It was like a speed dating event, but I wasn't there to go dating. It was just I went. I met a friend. I made a friend. I met somebody. It wasn't like I met somebody. What's in my hair right now? When I first moved here, I got here and had all my things. I'd taken the bus and then a train. I had a big backpack and I had a small backpack on my front, and then I had my keyboard and then my guitar. People would just like stop and be like, what are you doing? And this girl starts chatting to me, and she's just like, oh, and she's like, we should be friends. Give me your number, I'll give you my number. So I went for a drink one time, and she's like, oh, I checked out this thing, and it just looked kind of like this trippy, I don't even know, like a trippy event that would look kind of interesting. It looked very Berlin. Very Berlin.
Very Berlin.
They had these. This is a long. You don't need to hear this part of the story. This is. Oh, my eyes get so itchy. It was sort of the speed dating event where like there were different tables and each table had a number, and they had this sort of clothesline that like was strung throughout the whole place, and you could write a note to like another table, and be like, oh hey, you look cute today in pink. I don't think we ever wrote any. Pretty sure we didn't. We didn't write any messages. We definitely didn't write any messages. But they played cheesy love songs all night long, and at some point, Roxette's "It Must Have Been Love" came on, and I was like, "This song is actually a really good song. It's actually a really great song." And I was like, the feeling just hit me, and I was like, "I really want to do this song. I really want to play this song." And now I'll show you some of the tools that I use. It's very minimal. It kind of sounds like this electronic song. I don't know how to. You do use Ableton, not to make beats. I'm not a DJ, but I'll show you. I'll show you what I use. Here is the secret to basically all of my tricks. This is this trusty Boss RC30 loop station pedal. My album Deserts under Dom Frico, but the Deserts album is thanks to this little buddy. So what I often do is I take my mic and my trusty little Boss pedal that I just showed you, and I make loops. Like for instance on echoes, I just go. I do this. Ad nauseum. There's basically a delay function. There's a delay function. So if I take a beat, here I'll show you. So Hold You, which you may have heard, this is the loop I created for Hold You. This. But when I put the delay on, it sounds like this. Anyways, with this cover of Roxette, this Roxette cover, again, I take something very simple, almost stupidly simple, although I probably won't be able to replicate it, because you really have to get the timing right for, it's just, and I just loop that. But if you flick on the delay, it sounds like this. Okay, now the second main ingredient, or one of my favorite ingredients is one of my favorite ingredients that I got to sort of get like sort of that texture on this bad boy is my Rhodes sound on my Nord here and using the loop station, I just create like, what are they called? Drones. We're gonna call them drones. We're gonna call them drones. Yeah, you know that's going on, and I have a different channel, and what I can do is I can start creating a drone by just playing notes with the volume down. So I know this song is an F, and I just start going like this, and I just. So there we go. Some of that F, give it some more of that color, turn the volume down, take away the attack. And I like to throw in a little bit of tremolo on one of these just to make it a bit interesting. This would be much easier if I didn't have to use one of my hands. So anyways, you can sort of hear this bed of sound, and then out of that comes the beat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then we basically have oh. I didn't realize my blue pedal was still going. That's basically it. Then it's just singing, playing the chords on the keyboard, and then getting people who are amazing, like producers like Matt Roach, who produced this, or on the Deserts album, David Vertesi, Andrew Rasmussen, Dan Klenner, to make me sound amazing, and then oftentimes too getting like on I Must Have Been Love, I had my friend Davis West play violin, and he is a very, very good violin player. Very good. And that's it. And then, you record it, you sing it, mix it. Not that I did that. They did that. And that was It Must Have Been Love. I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes.
On my pillow, leave the window